Hi, this is Mark Stowers with Bulletproof Trader, and we are going to watch a trade on oil from February 16th, 2012, and you're going to get a chance to see where the entry point should have been. There's also going to be a discussion about the technique of understanding what was happening with oil before that trade happened. I think you're going to be truly amazed. It's only going to be about 10 minutes long, and I hope you appreciate and enjoy.
Just 1 second while we format a few things here. So as you can see, oil is in a downtrend. Look how it hit the 200, multiple times here, and it's kind of in no man's land here. So definitely on a day like today, you want to wait until 9 a.m. You don't want to take any trades now. It's not worth it because you're going to have a lot more movement. How do you find that? Well, you just got to look at forexfactory.com, and you can find the reports for today. So let's blow this up a little bit. We'll look at the stocks a little bit later, of course, but that's always going to be a good thing. So here you see this ascendant support right here, and it took off right at that pullback. This counts twice, 1, 2, 3, boom, and then you have this resistance. Now you're at this pullback. So what should you figure out? Okay, at 9 a.m., a couple of things will happen. Okay, if it breaks this level, which is the 200, you want to be a buyer. Okay, but more inclined to be a seller here if it breaks through. We don't know which way to go, so we'll just see. Okay, well, the thing is, it's good to be, it doesn't matter what your instinct means, it matters what happens. Okay, so it's a quick trade long, actually, not bad. And that's a little bit before 9 a.m. actually, so that's okay. Whatever happens, and you got to be very quick on that, because at 9 a.m. this thing will move south. So let's see. Okay. If it doesn't move south, we're not going to be in the trade. Let me just see how much that was. That's 10 cents right there. That's not a bad trade. Actually, a little bit more than that. And if it can clear this bar, it goes even higher. You got to see how 10 a.m. Because 9 a.m. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's not a bad trade. I'll take that. How many of you got long there? No reason to get out, right? Let's see. 101.50. 27 cents. I tell you, something will happen at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. is a reversal time, right? So if it broke the red, which it never did, we would be short, right? If it went up, we would be long. Wow, a lot of you guys play that. If you didn't, there'll be another one, so don't worry. All right, congratulations. Awesome. That's a nice way to start the day. What do you guys think? 27 cents and counting. Remember, things have a lot of momentum here, right? So you got to make sure if you're in this trade that this thing doesn't fall on you, and there's there's not a problem taking 20 some cents. You can live with that, right? If you did 10 contracts, that's $2,000 right there. So this is how you really can get good as a trader. And what was the drawdown from this buy? Nothing, right? It went up a little bit. You could have taken 10 cents there, get long again, because it will move at 9 a.m. And either way would work. Now you got to see, if it stays in this, it doesn't really fall. It has to go higher. It's the only way, it's the only logical choice. We haven't even looked at the Dow, which is not a good idea. And remember, we're just playing around here, really. Once you understand the systems and the mechanisms in place and the times, actually the Dow pulled back to its moving average and has gone up. And it's actually at a resistance. I'm having trouble moving it over to your screen here because we've got a lot of formatting today. And let's see here. So look at this nice pullback to the 8, just like we teach. Beautiful uptrend. You could have stayed in this whole trade. Nice pullback, 3 bars down. This is causing a little bit of descending resistance. That's going to put pressure on this to go higher, okay? And you always need to look at the Dow. Sometimes it's harder for me to draw it in, but you should always have that. You can trade the Dow, of course, but you need to be aware of that. Now, this thing still is not fallen. That's very bullish, and remember, it never even hit our level basically to say, okay, I want to take profit. Even though there's no reason why you couldn't and re-enter. Remember, as soon as it clears that bar, you can get long again. Now, how many of you guys stayed in? For those of you who've been with us for 5 or 6 months. Yeah, okay, quite a few of you. All right, that's good. Very good. Okay, so this is not bad. 30 cents, 31 cents. Okay, so 31 cents is better than a sharp stick in the eye. Remember, your goal is to make $1 per day, and I hope you can see that that's pretty easy. And remember, 9 to 9:30. This is the pre-show, right? This is, the volatility. I spoke with a very wonderful gentleman earlier today from Chicago. He was a great man, and I think we'll be doing a lot of good things with this in the weeks and months and years to come. But the main thing is if you understand the techniques, and and I love a day like today because you get explosiveness very quickly, and then you just sit back and relax for the next trade. It's a really great time to be a trader right now. I mean, I like explosiveness and then relaxation rather than constant explosiveness, because then you're always all over the place, right? And there's more opportunity, more time to make adjustments and to make trades. By the way, this thing goes higher. Okay. All right. Let's see if it can clear this bar. It goes higher. If not, now I don't want you guys to take to make this fall, because the Dow is actually coming down a little bit. You got to be a little bit careful here. Now, if you're in profit, you can relax a little bit, but do not let this fall below there. That's just too much of a pullback. You do understand that, and that's definitely a reality with the stochastic at 80. You don't know how long this will last, and it's all about patience at this point. That is something that we cannot teach you. That's about patience. Remember, this is right now over 30 cents. Remember, the high was here. Okay, for those of you stuck with it, that's 45 cents. Okay, 45 cents, and that's not a bad move right there at 45. So this is what you guys need to understand when you trade in here. So let's see. It's kind of stolen here. Let's look at the Dow. It's also kind of, now remember, the Dow is a beautiful trade, possible short, right below this level. Okay, because it's forming this kind of descending level there. That's going to put a lot of pressure on oil. If it were me personally, I would be taking profit here. You can always re-enter, but you don't want to let a $200-300 profit or $50 profit, turn into lose half of it. The great thing about oil is it's holding pretty strong here. So in the face of the Dow going lower, and Bernanke is supposedly speaking right now, but that's not affecting what we're doing at all. So let's see. This can really, it's got to clear this candle to go higher, obviously. For those of you who are still in, many of you guys are still in this thing. That's very good patience. Remember, this is only about 8 to 10 cents against you when you're up 30, 40 cents. So, can you stay, with it? Sure. But that's totally up to you. That's about patience and stuff. When you're in this kind of uptrend, remember, our rule is if it hasn't broken the 8, you can officially stay with it. But, I understand if it was, 8 cents, 10 cents against you, there's no rhyme or reason, when to get out or whatever. But, patience wins in the end of the game. And this is starting to be a huge winner. If you just get a trend trade going higher, just play that as long as you can. And it's always going to trip you up here to try to get you out with less than what you can make. So let's say you bought a profit from 50K, and now you can sell it for 80. Well, if you waited longer, you could make an extra 20, 30 grand. The same kind of thing here, right? Now, when you've got, because remember, our default target when we risk supposedly 10 cents, even though we're never down even a couple pennies, it's 30 cents, right? But the thing is, when you really get good and you can take 40, 50 cent winners and you're risking barely nothing, why did we risk nothing? Well, once we, entered and once we suggested to call this buying opportunity, there was no downside at all. And that's how you want to be a good trader. Notice how this has come back a little.
This is Mark Stowers back after watching that trade. Wow, with oil, you had a chance to make almost, well, actually more than 45 cents on that trade. For every cent that there is, it's $10 a cent, so that's about $450. Actually, I think the trade ended up to be around 55 or 56 cents that you could have made. So, if you want to learn how to trade like that and you want to be able to make money in about 10 minutes, I think what you should do is probably take a look at what Bulletproof Trader can offer you. Come join our training classes, and you're going to be off and running pretty quickly as a trader, and that's really what you want to do, I think. So take a look at our link below, sign up for us, and join us on these trades. I'll talk to you later.